Lawyer on Vacation. A lawyer was on vacation in a small farming town. While walking through the streets on a quiet Sunday morning, he came upon a large crowd gathered by the side of the road. Going by instinct, the lawyer figured that there was some sort of auto collision. He was eager to get to the injured parties, but couldn't get near the car. Being a clever sort, he started shouting loudly, "Let me through! Let me through! I am the son of the victim!" The crowd made way for him, and lying in front of the car was a donkey.
Dreams. One morning, after she woke up, a woman told her husband, "I just dreamed that you gave me a diamond necklace for Valentine's Day. What do you think it means?" "Maybe you'll find out tonight," he said. That evening, the man came home with a small package and gave it to his wife. Delighted, she opened it to find a book entitled The Meaning of Dreams.
Three patients in a mental institution prepare for an examination given by the head psychiatrist. If the patients pass the exam, they will be free to leave the hospital. However, if they fail, the institution will keep them for 5 more years. The doctor takes the 3 patients to the top of a diving board looking over an empty swimming pool, and asks the first patient to jump. The first patient jumps head first into the pool and breaks both arms. Then the second patient jumps and breaks both legs. The third patient looks over the side and refuses to jump. "Congratulations! You're a free man. Just tell me, why didn't you jump?" asked the doctor. To which the third patient answered, "Well, Doc, I can't swim."
Five rules. 1. Money cannot buy happiness, but it's more comfortable to cry in a Mercedes than on a bicycle. 2. Forgive your enemies, but remember their names. 3. Help someone when they are in trouble, and they will remember you when they're in trouble again. 4. Many people are alive only because it's illegal to shoot them. 5. Alcohol does not solve any problems, but then neither does milk.
Jesus and the Robber. One night, a robber broke into a home and heard a voice say, "Jesus is watching you," while he rummaged through the desk. He replied, "Who said that?" Once again, he heard the same thing. "Jesus is watching you." The robber looked around the room only to see a parrot. He asked the parrot what its name was. The parrot replied, "Cornelius." The robber said, "What kind of a name is that? Who names a parrot that?" The parrot said, "The same person who named that Rottweiler behind you Jesus."
Working in the garden. A prisoner in jail received a letter from his wife. I have decided to plant some lettuce in the back garden. When is the best time to plant them? The prisoner, knowing that the prison guards read all the mail, replied in a letter. Dear wife, whatever you do, do not touch the back garden. That is where I hid all the gold. A week or so later, he received another letter from his wife. You wouldn't believe what happened. Some men came with shovels to the house and dug up the whole back garden. The prisoner wrote another letter. Dear wife, now is the best time to plant the lettuce. Free haircut. A man and a little boy entered a barber shop together. After the man received the full treatment, shave, shampoo, manicure, haircut, etc., he placed the boy in the chair. I'm going to buy a green tie to wear for the parade, he said. I'll be back in a few minutes. When the boy's haircut was completed and the man still hadn't returned, the barber said, Looks like your daddy's forgotten all about you. That wasn't my daddy, said the boy. He just walked up, took me by the hand and said, Come on, son, we're going to get a free haircut. Free.
Because of the sign. The teacher asked,
Why are you late for school?
Because of the sign.
What sign?
The sign that says, School ahead, go slow. The nature of things. Life on a bald guy's head.
They say that if you cross this desert, you'll find another world just like ours.
The turtles. Once there were 3 turtles. One day, they decided to go on a picnic. When they got there, they realized they had forgotten the soda. So the youngest turtle said he would go home and get it if they wouldn't eat the sandwiches until he got back. A week went by, then a month, finally a year, when the 2 turtles said, Oh, come on, let's just eat the sandwiches. Suddenly, the little turtle popped up from behind a rock and said,
If you do, I won't go.
Too much speeding. A police officer in a small town stopped a motorist who was speeding down Main Street. But officer, the man began, I can explain. Just be quiet, snapped the officer. I'm going to let you cool your heels in jail until the chief gets back. But officer, I just wanted to say, and I said to keep quiet. You're going to jail. A few hours later, the officer looked in on his prisoner and said, Lucky for you that the chief's at his daughter's wedding. He'll be in a good mood when he gets back. Don't count on it, answered the fellow in the cell. I'm the groom.
A good teacher. One day, a teacher was attempting to teach the names of animals to a class of 5-year-olds. She held up a picture of a deer and asked one boy, Billy, what is this animal? Little Billy looked at the picture with a disheartened look on his face and responded, I'm sorry, Mrs. Smith, I don't know. The teacher was not one to give up easily, so she then asked Billy, Well, Billy, what does your mommy call your daddy? Little Billy's face suddenly brightened up, but then a confused look came over his face as he asked, Mrs. Smith, is that really a pig?